What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tru Element 78 in the building with
the one and only reigning, defending Mondo Lucha Hall of Famer, the X-Man Xavier Mustafa.
And everybody's favorite narcissist, and the one to replace Dave Meltzer as Mr. New Japan, the natural Chris Black.
How did that reigning, defending title defense go for you this year, Xavier Mustafa, in 2020?
Went very well, very well. So quick I forgot it happened.
Sounds like all your dates. Anyways, welcome to this edition of Saturday Night Slamcasters, where we're going to be running down the predictions for the final WWE pay-per-view of the year. Actually, I think it's the final pay-per-view of all the major feds of the year, which is WWE's TLC 2020. You guys excited about this pay-per-view?
Nope.
Not a damn thing on this card that we care about, and obviously there's not a damn thing on this card that the majority of wrestling fans care about, because WWE's ratings are in the gutter. Raw hit an all-time low. NXT and AEW are combining for Raw's ratings and SmackDown's ratings. Everything is in the gutter for WWE, and they're pretty much in panic mode. So much in panic mode that they even added an Inferno match to this pay-per-view show, and we're going to get to that as we run down this card. But let's just hop right into it and give you guys our predictions. There's 6 matches right now that are scheduled, or at least put out there to the public. So we have the Raw Tag Team Champions, The New Day, taking on the Hurt Business of Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. Who do you guys have?
Hurt Business better walk out with them titles, baby. New tag champs.
Yeah, I agree. They need to go ahead and pull the trigger. Let the Hurt Business go ahead and carry them titles. Nothing against New Day, but they've had their time to shine. Get the belts on the Hurt Business. I think they deserve it. I think they can do something with it.
I'm going to go with the Hurt Business, and I'm going to go with the Hurt Business because I feel that the Hurt Business is going to run around with this gold like Undisputed Era did in NXT, and then they're going to bring up all the twinks from NXT of the Undisputed Era to take the titles off of the Hurt Business and piss off everybody.
Question is, are they going to win dirty? Or is it going to be a clean win?
I want dirty.
Dirty.
And you already know Kofi's the one that's going to take the fall. I'll even go that far as to predict that Kofi Kingston takes the fall.
I'll agree.
Nah, let Woods take the fall.
He always takes the fall.
Who, Kofi?
Hey,
Who, Kofi?
I'm okay with
Woods. Xavier Woods always take the fall. He ate the pin the last time.
All right, and then next up we got the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler taking on Asuka and a mystery opponent, as her tag team partner Lana was taken out. And this has been one of the worst storylines on WWE television with Lana, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler. Asuka has a much better. They should have much better uses for Asuka. Right now, the predictions and the money is on that Charlotte Flair is going to step in with Asuka to take the belt off of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And then the other rumor, which has not gotten much steam, is that they're going to bring back Naomi to tag with Asuka. So what is your prediction for this match on who the replacement partner is going to be, and who do you think is going to win?
My prediction for this match is about 2.5 minutes in the microwave, a nice hot bag of popcorn, because that's how much I give a fuck about
2.5 minutes on your popcorn, man. You got a real low wattage microwave over there. You be burning it up. You like your popcorn black, like Alistair.
You know, I really don't give a damn who Asuka's opponent partner is. I just hope they take the titles off of Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Now, as much as I miss the Queen as much as the next guy, I don't want to see Charlotte back in the tag division. I just don't.
I'm thinking
Naomi,
that. Oh, go ahead.
So Naomi, maybe I can kind of see that, but you're out of options as far as it could be anyone. Pretty much, you can just you could just pick a number and just draw names out the hat. It'd make as much sense as anyone in the women's tag division. They could have Asuka tag with anybody, and it wouldn't really mean anything.
The most Asuka thing they could do is Asuka doesn't even get a replacement. She just goes out there. But then you'll be
nice if Kairi Sane came back.
I was just gonna say that if they bring my wife back, maybe that'll work.
For Nia Jax the buckle bomber again. Finish the job. All those terrible matches that her and Nia Jax had, no fault of Kairi Sane's that I can recall. I'm gonna go. The only person that would make sense is Charlotte to come back, and then maybe we get the Shayna Baszler and Charlotte feud, because remember when we all thought that Shayna Baszler won the Royal Rumble and Charlotte tossed her over the top rope. So I'm gonna go with Charlotte as a replacement, and Asuka and Charlotte walk out as tag team champions, because Charlotte has to come back and put some gold around her waist. Otherwise, she's not coming back to television. And I don't know if that's based on her personality or just WWE feels that she should always have gold around her waist because they feel that she is that damn good. But that's just my thoughts on it.
My only issue with that is, what do you do afterwards? And that's the problem that they kind of run into with Charlotte a lot, is they come up with these great programs for her to be in, but they forget that they need to transition her into something else. And then there's always this awkward period of her, wrestling Sasha Banks 18 times and then, Bayley 18 times. And it's like, I don't want to come back and see her in that awkward ass loop.
And that's why I'm saying that they stick her into the tag division. It keeps her out of the title. It keeps her out of the main title picture on SmackDown, because that's a very small circle. And I understand they don't have a lot of women's tag teams either, but at least they can fake the funk with them being able to go across shows, because she wouldn't be restricted to just competition on Raw or competition on SmackDown. Because if she comes back and she's just on SmackDown, then all you're gonna do is just get her and Sasha a million times. Or if she's on Raw, then all you're gonna get is, I don't even remember who is the Raw Women's Champion right now.
Asuka, which brings me to my next point. I was about to say, I think I might have to change my predictions, because now that I remember that Asuka's the champ, do you really want to tie the women's champion up with the tag titles at the same time?
It
didn't do Bayley many favors.
But they don't have any more men that they're really, a lot of them that they're pushing right now, so they might as well.
I guess, but
they're going to bring a bunch of them up where they can make the individual titles and the tag team titles mean things to different people, not the same group of 4 people. Then yeah, but if not, might as well.
Here's what I see. Asuka and Charlotte win those tag titles. Remember, those belts can be defended on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So it gives Asuka the opportunity to go back down to NXT. It gives Charlotte the opportunity to go back down to NXT. Somehow we end up with Rhea Ripley in a tag team, and Rhea Ripley wins the women's tag team titles, and pins Charlotte, just to satisfy the fans who are all pissed off about Charlotte beating her at WrestleMania. I think that's how this is going to end. It's going to end with those belts being on NXT talents and allowing them to float around the complete roster, because Rhea Ripley needs to do something, and I don't think she's going to be getting that women's title, the NXT women's title, back anytime soon down there.
She don't need it.
Could Asuka, now that you said that, could Asuka be bringing up someone from NXT to be her tag team partner?
I don't think anybody from NXT needs to be coming up to the main roster right now. I think that it will be a break glass situation for WWE to bring somebody up like a Rhea Ripley to maybe be her partner, but I don't think Rhea Ripley needs to be on the main roster right now.
This is the way I look at that situation. If they bring Rhea Ripley up, that would be great for the main roster, but that would be devastating, I think, for
NXT.
And that's they don't have Candice LeRae. She can't hold that division down by herself.
And that's what I'm saying. NXT needs Rhea Ripley at this point, even though they've mismanaged her, and we're going to talk about that when our year-end predictions, our year-end review comes out. At this point, NXT can't afford to lose Rhea Ripley. They just need to book her better. And what better way to book Rhea Ripley and also, like I said, get her on the main roster. The tag team titles can be defended on all the shows. So there's no reason to actually bring Rhea Ripley up to the main roster, to the main roster, send Asuka and Charlotte down to NXT. Pop a rating by having Asuka and Charlotte on NXT television.
I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but I can't see them doing that. Even they've been the women's tag team titles have been around for what, almost 2 years now, and how many times have they actually gone to NXT?
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah, twice. They showed up with the belts once, and they actually defended them down there once. So
yeah, I don't think.
But I think they need to do it with the competition that AEW is bringing on Wednesdays, the way that the viewership is going up and down, and like I said, it's a way to keep Rhea Ripley as an NXT talent, but also get her main roster exposure at the same time.
I agree with you.
So let me ask you, if they go with my plan, who does Rhea Ripley team with down there in NXT? Who does she become tag team champions with?
You know what? If I had to pick anybody, I would say Toni Storm, and this is why. Because you can say Rhea Ripley, even though she came from NXT UK, you can kind of say she's an NXT girl. You can kind of say Toni Storm is an NXT UK girl. And they're about to have NXT India pop up. And they can go there and, defend the stuff there too. So that makes some interesting dynamics. Because
no.
What do you mean, no?
NXT Funk India. Get out of here.
Hey. It's coming.
Don't talk bad about it, Chris Black. You was talking about you need a vacation. You might get booked over there.
Please. I'm busy.
I just want to say we're going to talk about raises too, because it's an extra show. I got to cover it. But we'll talk later.
No, but Rhea Ripley, she should tag with Tank Girl, Shotzi Blackheart.
Her and Shotzi.
Oh, Shotzi.
I think they have a little bit of chemistry.
And also another one of the reasons. This is also another reason why I'm thinking that, like I said, Charlotte and Asuka win the tag titles, and they pass them off to NXT talents. NXT has a big roster of women with nothing to do down there right now, because Raquel Gonzalez and I don't watch NXT like that, so you guys know better than me. But right now they have a stacked division of like 12 women down there. And what's that new girl, Indy Hartwell? She's green as hell from what I've seen, and I think she needs to be in a tag team to be protected, so I think it'd give her something to do down there. What do you think, Mustafa?
I can see Gonzalez in the mix. I don't know about Hartwell just yet. Maybe put Candice LeRae in there. I don't know. She just look like a little witch right now. She look dumb as hell to me right now.
She's not the manic pixie girl no more.
I don't know. Maybe they can mix it up with some of the UK women, because they have a bunch of women down there that we really don't know that well.
Right. So, like I said, that makes the most sense to me. That's what I would do if I was booking the show, if it was my company, because I'm not going to gut NXT again, but I am going to give them more exposure and opportunity to appear on my show. And again, all those NXT girls have a much different look than anybody on the main roster. The only person on the main roster that looks like any of the NXT girls would be Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, and we see how they treat them.
Also, too, we're seeing some people leave some of these big companies now. Like the last thing I just read is Madison Rayne is leaving now. Where's she going?
AEW. I think AEW is going to be paying these women pretty damn well, because they need a fleshed out women's division. Because right now it ain't it, but this ain't that show. But next up, we got the SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks taking on Carmella. Sasha retains.
in a weird twist of events, she loses.
Yeah, for some odd reason I'm thinking that Carmella's gonna take it. They've been giving her a little bit of a push, and the way she's been beating down Sasha Banks with the sneak attacks, not so much tonight, but I don't know. I just got this sneaky suspicion that they're gonna put Carmella over.
Actually, you know what? I just thought about. I forgot that WWE's supposed to be pissed off at Snoop Dogg. So if they're pissed off at Snoop Dogg, Sasha's losing. And I don't even. I don't even know where you get the idea of the sneak attack. Sasha's been running up on Carmella and then just taking freaking champagne bottles to the kidneys. It's been kind of funny. All right, I think we all said Carmella. The Fiend versus Randy Orton in a Firefly Inferno match. This has been made to pop a rating.
How does an Inferno match show up on TLC?
I don't know.
Don't say that.
Do you remember?
Because the next thing they're gonna do is WWE presents the Inferno show.
Do you remember the last Inferno match was pretty much a tables match, but you had to set the table on fire and put your opponent through it? They didn't have the big flames around the ring because everybody's like, man, it's too damn hot. And I actually think this is going to be the main event.
Is this going to be one of the bullshit cinematic matches, or is it going to be an actual like Inferno match? Because they said Firefly, which kind of makes me think that they're going to try some more cinematic shit.
I was thinking that this is probably going to have to be cinematic just to have it coordinated properly. I think the arena that they're in now is still closed. I mean, like closed building is not an open roof. Otherwise, you know, wind makes fire very unpredictable.
It's a baseball stadium with a retractable roof.
Okay, well, it's going to be closed for this match. I don't know. It may be pre-recorded. I would think they probably pre-recorded, like, because I don't want to see Bray Wyatt's dreads get caught up in the flames or something. And I really don't know how they, because neither one of these people really wear much. You think about all the other Inferno matches, the people actually wear clothes. It all depends on how they do it. If they do how the original Inferno matches were, where it was the big flames around the ring to keep people from coming in and into the ring, or if they do it how they did the last one, where it was put your opponent through the flaming table or whatever. Like, if it's the flames around the ring, I think it'll be pre-recorded. If it's anything else, you know, it's going to be the rubbing alcohol, thrown on the table, set on fire, put your opponent through it, boom. And maybe Edge comes back and he spears Randy Orton through a table like he did Mick Foley.
Well, Bray has to win, right? He has to win this match.
He's the Fiend.
Depends on what they're doing over Randy.
Randy, he can always bounce back. He can always, I don't know, RKO somebody or start a feud with somebody else. Bray needs a win. They need to keep this momentum going. Like they did the impossible. They made me interested in the Fiend once again. I thought that after the Hell in a Cell last year that I was over the Fiend, but they've actually made it interesting again. Keep this momentum up, because otherwise I'm going to be done for good when it comes to the Fiend.
Yeah, I think Bray, or should I say the Fiend needs to win. He should not be losing this match, but usually the supernatural people lose the Inferno matches. So,
Jesus Christ! So is the Fiend the babyface?
Yeah, the Fiend is the babyface.
Get the fuck out of here!
Hey man, Randy Orton burned down this man's house. He set him on fire. He burned. He's just been destroying this man's life for like 3 years.
I just want to say he on that petty stuff, because I mean that happened 2 years ago.
He wasn't strong enough to fight back then. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Fiend beating Randy Orton. Are we all in agreement?
Yeah.
Waiting on
Yeah,
Xavier.
I'm going with the Fiend.
All right. Next up, we got the Universal Champion Roman Reigns taking on Kevin Owens in a table, ladders, and chairs match. Now, based on what happened on SmackDown and just beating the hell out of Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens just been beating the hell out of Jey Uso, which is every week, go out there and take him out, Jey. Then Jey just gets his ass handed to him. But Roman's been beating the hell out of KO. And I feel like KO should win, but I also feel like Roman shouldn't be losing. So I KO is being completely unselfish by going out there. He's going to be counting those lights to think Roman Reigns is going to win. But Jesus Christ, this storyline hasn't done Kevin Owens really any favors.
Okay.
He looks like a geek. He's been getting his ass beat. Nobody's been coming to help him at all. Not a single person.
All right, not only is the main matches for this gimmick pay-per-view with a bunch of guys that has no business being in a table, ladders, and chairs match. What the fuck is Roman Reigns doing in a damn TLC match? Why is this match a TLC match? Just because it's the gimmick pay-per-view? This is stupid. I'd rather them just have honestly, I'd just rather, with those two, it should have just been a tables match, period. I still don't agree with Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles being a table, ladders, and chairs match. If anything, the New Day versus the Hurt Business should have been a TLC match, honestly. So, obviously, I'm going with Roman Reigns to win because only an idiot would bet on Kevin Owens in this match. But do you think this match goes on first? One of them has to go on first, and I doubt it's going to be Drew McIntyre.
I actually think that Drew McIntyre opens the show.
Really?
Well, hold on. He has Paul Heyman with him, and Paul Heyman is like, we're going. Yeah, I'm going with Drew McIntyre opening the show. I'm gonna stick with that because his match has the least heat behind it, really.
So does Kevin Owens get totally washed in this match, or does he actually put up a good fight?
Based on what I saw on SmackDown, he gets completely washed because it's a no disqualification match, and he doesn't have a single friend. This man got beat up 5 times, 5 separate occasions, and nobody helped him. And then he got beat up for 7 minutes straight at the end of the show. He got put through like 3 tables, beaten with a chair, had piles of ladders, debris of tables and chairs and everything poured on top of him, and nobody batted an eye. Not even security. Nobody even came out and was like, Roman, you need to stop. You need to stop. He doesn't even have friends that are paid by WWE to protect people to come out and help him.
Well, I mean, Kevin Owens has been known in the world of kayfabe. No one should trust Kevin Owens, to be honest.
Still, to be standing up against the tyrant.
The only friend in the world he's got is Sami Zayn. And even Sammy got to be looking at him, side-eyed.
Well, Sammy got other problems, which also don't really make any sense. That he's not having to defend his title on this show, and Bobby Lashley isn't having to defend his title on this show.
I think they might sneak in Big E versus Sami Zayn, maybe what do they call it? The pre-show. They might sneak that in the pre-show.
Well, I know
based on what happens.
I know
SmackDown.
Bobby Lashley has only defended that U.S. title like 1 time in like the past 6 months.
That's because he's too big for that title. They know whoever they put up against Bobby Lashley's winning. So who's going to take the title off of Bobby? I bet you it's going to be a Ricochet eventually.
It's going to be Matt Riddle, bro.
I don't even want to talk about how much they ruined that man. And it's Riddle, remember? No more Matt.
Ruin's not even a word what they did to that poor man.
All right. So did we all come to a consent? Well, we all said Roman is beating KO. Drew McIntyre and WWE champion Drew McIntyre taking on AJ Styles in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Drew McIntyre wins.
Drew Mac.
My brain says Drew McIntyre, but
Your penis says what?
let's just say I won't be shocked if AJ Styles wins just because it's WWE and they do things that don't make a lot of sense. But I'm going to go with Drew.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go with Drew. I'm looking forward to seeing the Broken Skull session with him and Stone Cold Steve Austin following the pay-per-view as well. And also got to say that commercial with Drew McIntyre beating up on the year 2020 was pretty awesome. The year 2020 cut one of the best promos of 2020.
Hold on. Now, I must have spaced out before that segment came on. But when I saw that in the ring, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought that was part of the show. I thought they put some bullshit graphics in the ring. I'm like, what are they doing right now?
How much did you smoke?
But then I realized it was a commercial.
How much did you smoke today?
Not only earlier in the day. It was earlier. Like,
Hope you weren't operating
wake
any.
and bake.
Hope you weren't operating any Otises or Tuckers out here, any heavy machinery.
Hold on, pause. No, but yeah, that threw me for a loop for a second because I mean this is WWE. They've done some crazy shit before. I'm like, why is he in the ring cutting a promo on 2020?
Little twin bow. Yeah, so yeah. I thought the commercial was kind of corny in the beginning, but then I thought it was pretty awesome by the end.
I liked it. I'll give him credit. I actually kind of popped for it.
Yeah, so other than that, you guys got anything else?
Yeah, WWE sucks ass.
Yeah.
Lord help us Sunday.
Yeah, you guys are gonna definitely hear more of our thoughts. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcast from, because we are gonna be dropping our end of the year, our year in review pretty much, and giving you guys our predictions for 2021 going forward. Other than that, this is gonna be the last time you guys hear from us here on YouTube. So, you guys want to give everybody where they can find you guys and check you out on all your other outside projects?
Yo, make sure y'all check out my boy, the Natural Chris Black over there on YouTube. He lost a subscriber. We're mourning for him a little bit. Let's get him up to 6 or 7.
Let's get a moment of silence for my lost subscriber. Hopefully we can find him.
Yeah, let's get them up to 6 or 7 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? XM Cinema is doing okay. We got, between 10 and 15 every episode. You know what I'm saying? Get some more listeners, But yeah, you can catch me at XM Cinema on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Follow that podcast as well.
You can catch me at The Natural Chris Black on Facebook and on Instagram, and at _natural_CB on Twitter. And like my boy Mustafa said, be sure to check out my YouTube channel. If you watched the Super J Cup, that show is amazing. I put up my review the other day. I think it's probably one of my better reviews because I didn't just go through the match and just basically run down the match. I just gave you my thoughts, my opinions on each match. I think I'm going to go ahead with that type of a format. But apparently one guy left, so maybe that was my old format that they liked. But for 2021, let's get them subscribers up. Be sure to check out that review of the New Japan Cup. The Super J Cup. If you watched it, you know it was good. My review was good. So let's make 2021 better than 2020.
Yeah, hopefully we get that Minoru Suzuki and Orange Cassidy match in 2021.
Man, yes. Yes. Even though Suzuki's going to hand him his ass.
Other than that,
he ain't gonna fall for that. Them bullshit kicks.
He gonna rip them pockets off. He gonna rip them pockets off and shove them down his throat. But yeah, like I said earlier, be sure to check us out wherever you get your podcast from. Be sure to subscribe to us since you found us here on YouTube as well. Ring that bell so you're notified whenever new episodes go up. We got a lot of content dropping on YouTube next year, as well as the possibility of us being able to go live on YouTube, but we cannot do that without your help. We have to get 1,000 subscribers in order for us to hit that. So please help us out by sharing our YouTube channel with all of your friends and all those you know who like wrestling. Also, like I said, subscribe to us wherever you get your podcast from, Saturday Night Slamcasters, and everywhere else on social media that we are. Just search Saturday Night Slamcasters. And also be sure to join our Slam board on Facebook, where it's a group, and you're able to join in on conversations with tons of other wrestling fans, including us. And we also have a Discord, Saturday Night Slamcasters. Be sure to check that out as well. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter at Tru damn, I forgot my Twitter name now.
Slamcasters TE78.
There we go. Slamcaster TE78. I don't know what I was just thinking about, but yeah. check me out over there on Twitter. I'm not as active over there, but I'm a lot more active on the Slamboard page. But other than that, we up out of here. Holla at your boys. We hope you guys join us for our year in review on the podcast. We up out of here. Peace. Come get slammed.